Brett Favre retires again, an Eagle becomes a Panther, and two teams are one step closer to going to the Big D. Hi, football fans. You are watching another amazing episode of This Week in Football. I'm your host, Erica Renee Davis, and we are here in studio joined by our very handsome co-host, Darren Dodge.
Hey.
You're supposed to do your growl.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. And Mo Ali.
What up?
What up, Mo?
What up?
And Cody Swan via Skype. Hi, Cody.
Hi, Darren. Darren, you really are a handsome guy, by the way.
Oh, Cody, I love you. I can't wait to see you again.
And of course, we have our favorite bookie, Weez, on the phone. Hi, Weez.
What's up, Erica?
How are ya?
I'm hanging.
Hanging in there. And of course, guys, Andrea is manning the chat room. So as always, send her any questions, any comments. You can talk about how poorly we all did last week with all of our terrible host picks. Or you can talk about who your predictions are for the Super Bowl now that all the favorites are basically out. And as always, follow us at TWI Football on Twitter. And you guys can email us at football@thisweekin.com. So guys, football season is wrapping up, coming to an end. I don't know what I'm going to do now. It's almost over.
NBA, I mean.
I'm pumped. I need it to end. I need it to end.
Why do you need football season
Because
to end?
I work
Mo?
for the Wheeze now, basically.
So
all of my paychecks go to the Wheeze.
Seriously, this season's been like dating a transvestite that you didn't know was a transvestite. Each week is a surprise. You know, you're like, think you're dating a girl, and then it turns out you're dating a dude. Like, it's been that type of season.
It has been really, really, really weird.
From dating strippers to dating transvestites. Cody always
this season has come. This season has come full circle. From dating strippers
Cody,
to
what's
dating
your preoccupation with the transvestites and the strippers? I mean, what's going on there in Florida with you?
I call it like I see it. I'm on the side of truth.
All right, guys, let's get right into our news. Brett Favre back in the news again, hopefully for the last time until
his Viagra commercial.
Until his Viagra commercial. Doesn't Jimmy Johnson have a Viagra commercial or something like that? Or an Extends commercial. Okay, whatever. So Brett Favre is retiring officially. He has filed his retirement papers for the first time. And do we really believe it? I mean, is he going to retract these papers? Do you think he's going to actually go through with it? Or is it, is it done now, donezo?
I believe it this time. Mm-hmm. 20 seasons, 20 years, that's something to hang your hat on. Just be done with it. I mean, he's got to be like the first person to ever go 20 years. Except for like a kicker or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Mo, how do you feel about the Brett Favre official retiring?
It's done. It's over.
It's done.
It's definitely done. It has to be done this time around. There's nothing else left.
Yeah. Totally not. Like, he's broken all the records, but he's also broken all the bad records, too.
A lot of bad records.
A lot of bad records, yeah. Texting, sexting, and, of course, the interception record. Cody, now, Brett Favre has recently said that he thinks that Green Bay is the team to win it. Do you believe that Brett Favre is sincere, Cody, when he talks about Aaron Rodgers being the best quarterback left in the playoffs, or do you think he's just kind of saying this to get back in good graces with Green Bay?
No, I don't think he's trying to say it even to get back in good graces with Green Bay, and I don't think he's genuine. I think he's just sort of giving everyone the finger and just sort of saying, hey, can you please leave me alone? And I'm not going to say anything controversial, so I'm just going to say something so uncontroversial that is clearly not what I mean, but you also can't pick me apart for it. So I don't think he's sincere, and I don't think he's trying to get back in the good graces of the Packers. I just don't think he cares.
Do you guys think that he will, of course he'll go down as a Hall of Famer, but do you...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course, but do you think that he's maybe a little bit worried about Green Bay not accepting him back with open arms and not being in good graces and good standing with Green Bay fans, or...
Oh, no. That guy, gave his life to Green
That's
Bay.
true. That's true.
Seriously, this guy we're talking about the toughest guy in the NFL, ever.
True.
There should be a statue of this guy outside the Hall of Fame.
I'm sure there's going to be one soon. Yeah, totally. How about the Philadelphia Eagles probably keeping Mike Vick, maybe getting rid of Cobb, maybe keeping him too, but they definitely got... You say no, Darren?
No. Weren't we talking last week he was going to leave?
Well, he wants to leave. Cobb wants to leave. But they haven't made a decision yet.
I bet he leaves.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, whether or not Cobb stays, they did get rid of Sean McDermott, the defensive coordinator. Now, the Eagles have one of the worst red zone defenses in the league. McDermott was I mean, he was struggling. His first season, they were 12th. The Eagles were 12th in overall defense. And they got him out of there. Now he's with the Panthers. Do you think, Cody and Mo and Darren, that he's going to be a difference maker as a defensive coordinator over there in Carolina?
He's working with a new defense. I mean,
Carolina's is such a mess. It's in shambles over there. I mean, I don't know why they would hire him and go after this guy. It doesn't make any sense. Your team's already distraught.
Can't get any worse, right?
And you go after, the Eagles didn't, like you said, have the best defense in the NFL. You pick this guy up. So I don't know, as a Carolina fan, how you're feeling about
That's true. That's true. Cody, how do you feel about the McDermott firing, first of all, and then about the Panthers picking him up after leaving the Eagles, doing a less than average job there as a defensive coordinator?
Yeah, that's the thing. This whole hiring season in the NFL has just been sort of less than impressive. It's been a retread season, which you see from time to time, and this just feels like a retread hire to me, and I don't understand it per se. It's almost just like the Carolina Panthers are just sort of settling. It's had that feel this whole season, from the head coach on down to the assistants. It's just like people are getting sort of shifted around this year.
I agree. Weeze, do you have any thoughts about the McDermott firing and then hiring and from the Eagles then going over to Carolina?
I just think they had to find a fall guy, and they weren't going to blame the head coach. Wasn't going to be the offensive coordinator, and they're sticking with Vic. So to please everyone, they had to do something, and the defensive guy is a fall guy.
I wonder who's going to be the new fall guy in Oakland. I have a strong feeling that Hugh Jackson, the upcoming or the new current head coach, will be the next fall guy in Oakland. I feel like the Raiders just cannot seem to get it together. Darren, you're nodding your head. You're agreeing with me.
Yep.
How do you feel about Hugh Jackson becoming the new head coach in Oakland? Good move, bad move, lateral move?
I would go with lateral move. I think he'll be in there for 1 year, maybe, to see what he can do, 2 max, and they're going to be like, all right, we're going to go and try and find another guy. But Al Davis, he doesn't really care. I
don't think he cares either.
I think he makes more money after having a losing franchise than having a winning one.
So you think he's just using the Raiders as his toy as opposed to really putting thought
yeah.
and effort in? Yeah, possibly. Mo, what's up?
Well, he's going to put a coach in there that he can, I guess, control.
Good point.
In a sense, he likes to be so active in all the decisions that happen over there. He can't bring a strong personality in there like a Bill Cowher or somebody like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
Well, and this is a guy that's on record that's saying that coaches
is on his last leg. I don't know if anyone's seen him in the last couple games. They showed him in the stands. He looked worse than George Steinbrenner towards the end. So
wow.
Al Davis on borrowed time.
Is Al Davis really physically sick, or are you just being facetious, or just is he really sick?
He's not really sick. Age is catching up with him.
Oh yeah, totally.
Well, this could mean that a team in L.A. is right around the corner then.
Oh, dear.
Well, he owns the rights to the teams in the NFL.
We talked about that.
For the team in L.A. because they come down here to do summer training and whatnot.
Cody, what were you going to say about Al Davis and the whole Hugh Jackson hiring at the Raiders?
Well, yeah, first of all, Weeze is right. This guy, I think he died 4 years ago. Just no one's told him yet. But, he's on record as saying that coaches don't matter. So of course he has no problems going through coach after coach after coach until he just finds some guy that sort of wins by Murphy's Law. That's the one that's averages, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Murphy's Law. He's just going to play the averages until he gets some guy who wins, gets to the playoffs or something. But he's on record saying that coaches don't matter, so it doesn't surprise me at all.
And to piggyback off of the coaches doesn't matter statement, this is the 6th head coach at Oakland since 2002, and that's a pretty dismal record to be. You can't be proud of that. But chat room, what do you guys think? Do you think that the Raiders have a chance building with Hugh Jackson and Darren McFadden and Jason Campbell? Do they have a chance to kind of get back to dominance and be important up there in Northern Cal? Chat room, let us know what you guys think about that.
Yeah, Josh.
yeah, Josh Woodworth. Let us know what you think about that.
Who on the
Andrea
Raiders?
Says, who on the Raiders? Okay, now guys, we have picked the favorites, the Falcons, the Patriots, the Colts, the Eagles, the Ravens, all teams that we thought were going to be sticking it out to the end. And unfortunately, they've all fallen by the wayside. Let's look at some of the video from some of the big play, game-changing moments that put some of our favorites out of the running for the Super Bowl, starting with that horrible failed onside kick that the Patriots attempted to do last weekend when Cromartie recovered the onside kick and ran it back, not for a touchdown, but he ran it about maybe 35 yards, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 35. give or take 10 yards. And that, I think, look at Tom Brady. Do we feel sorry for Tom Brady? Cody, how do you feel about that? Do you think that the Patriots just weren't prepared? Do you think that the trash talking really did get to the Patriots as it did to the Colts?
No, I really think, I really think we're dating transvestites here. I just don't think you know what you're going to get from week to week. I'm serious. And I know it's sort of a funny analogy, but that's the only way I can think of putting it. Like, you just don't know what you're going to get from a team on any given week this year, and it's maddening because the Patriots look like the only legitimate week-to-week solid team, and then they go out and they basically lay an egg. And I the whole thing about playing based on trash talking is so enormously overrated. That may make a difference in the first 2 to 3 minutes of a game and maybe the first minute and a half after halftime, but it wears out really quick. So I don't think the Jets won that based on being really angry at the Patriots or anything like that. I think the Patriots just fell into the trap that every other team did this year, and they did it earlier this year by losing to the Browns. So they were susceptible, and they got snake bit.
Well, you guys haven't – I've been trying to give Mark Sanchez some love since, like, week 4, and you guys have all disagreed with me. But you have to give the man where his credit is due. Mo, can you please back me up? Are you still hating on Mark Sanchez, too?
Yes, I'm hating. They killed me. I mean, I've bet against them all year, and every year they've just. I mean, this whole year they've been killing me. So I can't show love for the guy. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm a hater.
Okay, that was the wrong answer. But okay, so what about Green Bay and the Atlanta game? That was another heartbreaker for so many people who had Atlanta picked to go out of the NFC to the Super Bowl. I think all of us had Atlanta picked at some point to go.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we all had. Well, Mo didn't have Atlanta. Did you?
The Eagles.
No.
The Eagles. You had the Eagles. That's right. So we all had Atlanta except for Mo to come out of the NFC. And what happens? Green Bay goes down to the Dome where Matty Ice and the Falcons are usually so good, so solid, and they basically bury them in their own yard. Can we look at the video of the interception that Matt Ryan threw, and Tramon Williams picked it off, running it back for a touchdown. At this point, the game was 21-14. The Falcons were down by only a touchdown. Right, this happened right before the half, and that was the game. As far as I was concerned, that was the game. The defense did not do anything in this game. Why was Green Bay able to score 45-plus points? I mean, Weeze, what happened? You went to that game, didn't you, Weeze?
I was there. I watched everything firsthand. There would have been no team that would have beat Green Bay last week. Aaron Rodgers did not miss a pass. The receivers did not drop a ball. And when you have no pass rush and give Aaron Rodgers, who is probably the best quarterback left out of the 4, give him that much time, he's going to pick you apart. And if Chicago doesn't get a pass rush this week, Green Bay will win the game. But I guess we'll get to that game in a minute. But what happens is all the momentum right before halftime with that interception, return for a touchdown, carried over to the second half. And Atlanta jumped away from what made them successful all year in the running game, and they started passing every play, and obviously didn't do too well.
Mo, what's up?
Well, it's NFL is such a game of momentum. It's incredible. Like, one play happens. I saw that in the Baltimore game. It was ridiculous, but it just deflates the whole team.
It does.
And if another team can capitalize on it and just go with it, the other team's left powerless in that situation. It's incredible. It's like in no other sport where the momentum carries over so much like it does in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the Ravens game. I mean, the Ravens essentially threw that game away in the third quarter. Like, Flacco and his offense, they were doing such a great job. There's no reason for the Steelers to have been able to put up that many points on the Ravens or on anybody, actually. I mean, that's just not their style. So, again, it goes to show, like Cody said, you're dating a transvestite. You never know what you're going to get. You can pull down the pants and you might get one thing, you might get another. Right?
That game made me want to throw up. Like, I was gonna throw up in my mouth. I was hanging out, watching. I thought I had it locked. I put the house down.
Which one, the Ravens or the Packers game?
The Ravens game.
Okay,
it was ridiculous. I mean, it was essentially with the point spread. It was 24. I was up 24-3. It was like, this is over. And then all of a sudden, it just crumbling away in front of me. It was so painful. Like,
yeah.
Even after all that, it was a tied game. Pittsburgh has the ball 3rd and 19. How do you let the receiver get behind you? I will never understand that.
Yeah.
And Anquan Bolden missing the touchdown in the end zone, it hit him right in his chest.
It never happens.
The guy is just, oh,
that's
my
like
God.
It never happens. All right, guys. Well, those were our disappointments for the year. Patriots disappointed us. Falcons sorely disappointed me. Patriots sorely disappointed you, Darren. Who else? Eagles, whatever. So I guess from now on, we know for next year to kind of go with the underdog. That has been the lesson of postseason and the latter part of regular season.
No.
What?
Next year, go with the Pats.
Oh, boy.
We got like 6 picks in the first 3 rounds.
Moving on to the Ask a Bookie segment. This is one of our favorite segments because we have Weez, who's the expert, and he has all the best picks for you guys to win all the big money out there. Let's start with the New York Jets-Pittsburgh game. The Jets are at the Steelers. And Weez, what do you have for the line on that? We're showing 3.5. Steelers are a 3.5-point favorite.
That is correct.
Cool. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen? Do you feel that the Jets are going to be able to upset the Steelers? Do you think that the Jets are 1 and done or 2 and done?
No, this actually is a rematch of one of my games I gave out this year when the Jets were at Pittsburgh, and I thought the Jets would beat them. And they beat them already. It was a tough game, but I think the Jets are carrying momentum. They like Rex Ryan. I mean, their defense is playing great now that you have Mark Sanchez with confidence and 2 running backs playing well. The Jets are a better team, and at this point, I look for them to win.
So you're taking the Jets. So Weez's pick.
I am taking the Jets. That's the top pick.
All right. And now, Darren, you have been one of the ones who has said, I don't like young quarterbacks. You have your young quarterback playing for the AFC title 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Darren, what do you have to say about this game?
Actually, my buddy was just in here the show before us, and he's the guy that I lose all of my bets between the Patriots and the Jets to.
Okay.
So, he gave me a tip. He was just like, yo, Jets are going all the way now. So I'm gonna take his tip, and I'm gonna stick with the Weez, and I'm gonna say Jets beat Pittsburgh.
So Jets beat Pittsburgh on the field.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take the Jets too. I'll go with the Weez. He gives me a discount when I take his picks.
Does he really? He does not.
I'll go with the Jets.
Cody, I think you have been one of the ones saying that you don't care for Mark Sanchez, that he's really not that strong of a leader of a quarterback. What do you have to say now? Again, 2 AFC championships back-to-back. I mean, Rex Ryan is a lunatic, but he's an idiot savant, apparently, because, he has that team winning in playoffs again and again and again. So, Jets or Steelers, Cody, and do you believe in Mark Sanchez?
Well, this game just goes to show you how little I know about the NFL, because both these teams I've been screaming since week 8 that they're both extremely overrated. And so here they are playing to see who goes to the Super Bowl. And I'm not a believer in Mark Sanchez. I'm selling Mark Sanchez. I'm looking at the quarterback matchup to be a big part of this game, and I like the Steelers to cover.
Wow. So Cody,
I'll be a sucker again and go for the favorite.
Cody, you're taking the Steelers again?
I am.
Are you taking the Steelers for any other fact that then they have Big Ben, or I don't understand.
There's a lot of other things that you can break down in this game. I think that home field advantage, even though it wasn't obviously a factor in the New England game, will be a big factor for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh really is, sort of that franchise shines in this situation. They have a lot of experience playing in AFC championship games and Super Bowls, whereas I think last week was the New York Jets Super Bowl. I expect a letdown from them this week, and that's why I think that those are the main reasons why I think that Pittsburgh will win this game pretty easily.
Okay, so you're taking the Steelers even with the 3.5 points.
With the 3.5.
Okay, I gave you 5 chances to change, so now you're stuck with it.
And I'm stuck.
You're stuck. And Weez, I'm gonna go with you again. I'm a Mark Sanchez believer. I believe in Mark Sanchez. I believe in Cromartie and in Revis and in Rex Ryan. I really do think that when you have a coach who motivates you so much that there's just something in you that comes to life that I can't describe. So. I can't describe it anyway. So the Jets. I'm taking the Jets. All right, Andrea, make sure if you have Andrea says Steelers. Andrea in the chat room, you say Steelers?
Big Ben, when he sees something he likes, he takes it.
so
Subtle
wrong.
rape joke.
That's so wrong. All right, guys. How about the Packers playing at Chicago? Now, the big news story this week has been, Chicago's, is it Heinz Field, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Heinz Field is
Heinz Ketchup.
a horrible place to play, and that's just been the biggest. Wait, what were you going to say, Mo?
No, nothing. Go.
And I don't know that the turf or the field is going to have that big of an advantage or disadvantage for either team, but I think that Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay are going to be just the team that we didn't know they could be, that we finally have seen in the latter part of the season and in the beginning of postseason. And the spread that we have is 3.5. Weeze, is that what you have for the Green Bay at
They have 3.5. That's
Chicago?
correct.
Okay, cool. I'll let you go first, Weeze. How do you feel about the Packers at the Bears? You saw the Packers in action firsthand when they killed the Falcons this past weekend. Do they have what it takes, Weeze, to do that again against that tough, strong, stereotypical, hardcore Chicago defense?
I mean, Green Bay is the odds-on favorite now to win the Super Bowl. Vegas made them a 3-2, so for every 100 you would bet on Green Bay, you would win 150 that they win the next two games. Does anyone know the weather this weekend?
Does anybody know the weather this weekend? Can we get a...
Chicago?
Cody, can you do a quick
Cold.
weather check for us?
Chicago.
Cold, windy.
Cody,
I'm on it.
Aren't the Packers used to playing in that kind of weather
Yeah,
anyways? Even
totally.
if it's cold and windy? I mean, it's pretty Wisconsin-y weather regardless.
Yeah.
It's not too far away from
That
Chicago.
That was the old Packers. These are the Green Bay Packers scoring a ton of points throwing the ball. So I don't know. For Green Bay, I mean, I don't know the last time a road team was favored in the championship game, especially a number 6 seed on the road, being a 3.5-point favorite. I think it's an emotional spread that everyone saw Green Bay blow out Atlanta, but I do think the line is too much. I think this should be a pick'em game. I think Chicago will get some pressure on Aaron Rodgers, and I would take Chicago plus 3.5 points at home.
so, Weeze, my question is this. Do you think that Jay Cutler, I mean, of course the Bears defense has been, known to be what you have to watch out for when you play them, but the Bears offense, do we really think that they can put up enough points to cover that spread?
Without a doubt, and they're only going to need to put up 20, 21 points to cover the spread. This game is going to be in the cold weather. There's neither team scoring in the 40s. The team to score 21 points wins this football game. So, yeah, Chicago definitely can score 21 points unless the transvestite shows up and throws 5 interceptions.
And, you never know.
That's like 5 times now.
The way this football season's going, it just might happen. Now, Darren, you said Chi-Town last week. You were like Chi-Town, and you were the only one right for that.
Yeah.
You were the one that was right for that game. So,
Yeah.
Are you going Chi-Town again, or are you going to go the Pack?
I honestly think I'm switching gears, and I think I'm going to go Green Bay.
Why Green Bay now?
Because, Aaron Rodgers showed me something
He did.
the other day. I was like, damn, this is the best football I've ever seen Aaron Rodgers play.
Yeah.
So, don't let me down, Aaron. I'm betting on you. So I'm going to go with Green Bay over Chi-Town.
Okay. Mo?
I'm putting the house down on Green Bay. I mean, which means nothing because I've been losing all year. But we forget that when the season started, Green Bay was one of the favorites in the NFL. Then Jermichael Finley got hurt, Ryan Grant, all that other stuff. But they were supposed to be a loaded team this year. They were supposed to have a stellar season. They had some bumps along the way. Chicago's had many issues. I think they're overachievers right now where they're at. I think Green Bay's the overall better team. They don't have much for Chicago. It doesn't have a great running game either. So if it comes down to passing, I definitely think Green Bay's a better passing team than Chicago is, obviously. And if they can apply the pressure, which they will, to Cutler, he used to get sacked all the time at the beginning of the year.
He
was getting like 5 sacks a game. So if they can come through and deliver, I think Green Bay's the pick.
Cody, how do you feel? Oh.
Go ahead.
This is Weeze jumping in. One of the best stats in the NFL is so tough to win 3 weeks in a row on the road. I mean, you take a team the third week on the road and lay 3.5 points, not looking good. So I think Vegas is going to clean up on this game, and I think everyone like Mo is going to bet the house on Green Bay. And when that happens, normally the house wins.
Cody, what do you think about this Green Bay Chicago Bears matchup? You taking Aaron Rodgers and the light eyes that he have you ever seen how light his eyes are in his helmet?
come
Okay,
on.
whatever.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding
Seriously,
you.
Are you really
Aaron
going there
Rodgers
with
has
it?
really light eyes.
Are you really going there with this right now?
Former cheerleader.
Can we have your pick, please? He's like,
Oh, yeah, you're taking Aaron Rodgers and his light eyes. You're taking the Bears in color.
I think the Packers are playing the best football of any team right now, and I like them to go to the Super Bowl, but I do not like them to win by 3.5. I think it's a 2-point game, so I'll take the Bears.
Wait, oh.
He's taking the Bears.
You're taking the Bears?
with the points.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Before we move on, let me yell at the chat room real quick. Josh, come on. What the hell?
Wait, what
and,
is-
and Curtis, come on. You guys can't hate the Pats. What's up with
by
that?
the
That's,
way-
that's
by
not
the way-
that's un-American right there, guys. Come on.
They
Come
can,
on.
they can hate whoever they want to hate. It's a free country. Sorry.
The weather is chilly in Chicago. High of 26, low of 20, but no snow forecast. So I don't know if that'll be a factor in the game.
Okay.
Still really cold.
Call me a fool, and I usually am with my picks, but I'm going to take Green Bay again. Not saying they're going to win on the field because, you know, you just really never know. But I am going to definitely take Green Bay for the Bears-Green Bay matchup. All right, guys. Let's look at some winning picks. Okay, so every week you guys know in the chat room and out there watching that each of us bets or places a pick on the teams that we think are going to win or not win. Well, I'm sorry, I'm lying. We take the spreads. And we have been keeping track of our host records. And let's take a look at how we're doing so far. Weez, our resident bookie, is at 16-9. I, yours truly, I'm at 12-23, getting better and better every week. Darren's at 14-21. Cody's at 12-23. Oh, I'm tied with Cody. Yes, thank you. Mo is at 13-22, and Andrea shares the best record with Weez at 16-19. Andrea, let the chat room know what your secret is because we want to be like you. We want to win all the money you're winning with your bets and your picks.
Wait. How can last week I was 15-13 and I went 1-3? To me, that's 16-16. I don't know where 16-19 is now coming from.
Well,
Jeez.
now I'm not sure what happened, but this is just the math that I'm figuring out in my head on the spot. I think that because you missed some of those games over the holidays, he probably padded your losing side with some some extra losses. Andrea's the one keeping up with the host
I was
record.
doing the numbers. I was getting back at you. I was getting back at you, Weez. Okay, so we'll call you 500.
We're gonna double check that. Andrew's gonna double check it to make sure that Weez is given credit for all of his winning picks. I think Weez had the best record last week for all of us, so
Yeah.
we're gonna double check that for you, Weez. We don't want to sell you short. We do not want to sell you short, Weez. Now, guys, moving on to our Super Bowl picks. We kind of touched on this a little bit earlier today.
All of them are wrong.
But basically, breaking news is that every host pick's Super Bowl pick is out. And who's more
Do we
devastated?
even repick him or just like just leave it? Let's enjoy the football season at this point, right?
Darren makes a move. Darren's moving and making a motion to just forget about the Super Bowl picks and just enjoy the Super Bowl. You know, enjoy the rest of football season. But I say make new picks. Why
the
not?
last four
Why not?
teams, and we're all wrong. Not one of us has one team that's still in.
Let's make new picks. Starting with you. Give us an AFC and an NFC Super Bowl team.
I'm going to say Jets versus the Bears and Jets to win it all. Never thought I would say the Jets, but Rex Ryan's growing on me, and I actually enjoy someone going out there having fun, talking a little smack, and making things interesting. I don't like everyone saying the right things all the time, and the teams responded well.
That's right. Chat room, you guys make sure you guys give us your picks too. I think you guys have already started chiming in on the conversation, but give us your AFC, your NFC Super Bowl pick, and also give us who you think is going to win it all. Okay, Darren, who do you have for the Super Bowl?
Jets, Green Bay. I'm saying Jets take it.
Jets, Green Bay. Okay.
Jets take it.
Mo.
Jets, Green Bay. I say Green Bay takes it.
Okay. Cody.
Well, I think that it's going to be Green Bay and Pittsburgh, so I'm going to say it's going to be Chicago and the Jets.
He's always wrong.
Come again, Cody. Come again.
I'm doing the George Costanza thing. I'm going with the opposite of what I think. That's what I'm doing from here on in.
So,
The wise decision, Cody.
Okay, well, to make it clear for me, because I totally missed that over my head, who's going to win it all? The Bears?
Well, like I said, I think the Packers are playing the best football, so they're definitely not going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I think of the 4 teams remaining, I think the Jets are the weakest, so therefore they probably will win the Super Bowl.
Okay. Andrea, I don't know if you've given your chat room pick already. Oh, Andrea says Bears, Steelers. Okay, Bears, Steelers, Andrea, gotcha. And I'm going to say Jets, Packers, and I'm going to say that the Packers win.
I'm with you.
Even though I hate them for embarrassing my team the way they did, but Jets, Packers, Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers brings home the trophy in honor of Brett Favre's last season in the league. All right, guys. Chat room, again, thank you so much for joining us. As always, you guys make it so much more exciting for us. Always remember to follow us at TWI Football on Twitter. I'm not missing something in the chat room.
Josh loves Andrea, apparently.
Josh loves Andrea.
The feeling is mutual, she says.
So all you chat room guys and all you people out there watching for the first time, make sure you follow us at TWI Football on Twitter, and make sure you guys email us at football@thisweekend.com. I am your host, Erica Renee Davis, here with Darren Dodge, Mo Ali, Cody Swan via Skype, Andrea in the chat room, and the best bookie in the entire world, The Wheeze. All right, guys, happy betting, and we will see you next Tuesday night.
Love this show.